Do you love money? Good. Because if you love money and you're a lover of money, guess what's going to happen to you? To everybody who has taken the money for their own greater good, see, this is the it's not a threat, okay? It's not like if you take this money to deceive people that something terrible is going to happen to you. It's not a threat, but what will happen is this: when you love that money and it is the most nearest and dearest thing to your heart, don't you know that it's going to be taken away? Not just your money, but money itself. Money itself is going bye-bye because the barter system's coming up. But money itself, it's what's driving everybody to do these things. And when Stephen James DeShawn tells you that that's going to change, well, he's telling you that because he knows it's going to change. Like knows. Like there's a bunch of people that they know what they're going to do. They're going to pull the plug on the money flow because they don't use money anyway. When you hear what SJD is saying, he's telling you when he doesn't own a boat or a car or whatever, it's because he doesn't need to own a damn thing. He doesn't have to have anything in his name. They just hand it to him. You know, they just give it to him. So he's telling you that the money is going to go bye-byes. And all the people, like the Bitcoin clowns, when you're trying to push the Bitcoin and you're getting people's money because of it, and then not only that, the people buying Bitcoin and gold and silver in these days of the last days, you know, the last days of the love of money, when everybody's buying that, then they're not putting their faith in God because they're just believing that, well, the economy's going to collapse, so we better go pick up some damn silver and gold. Well, the silver and gold won't do you any good either. Because when the collapse comes, right here, starts right here. The collapse, the second 9/11, it's right here, Philadelphia. Center city, the center of the city. All right, Willie I. M. Penn Building. Willie I. M. Penn Building. The William Penn Building is going to have it's going to be an event for sure. I think it's going to happen on 9/11. Yeah, that's where I'm leaning towards right now. 9/11ish, 9/9/8ish. September 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, something like that. So what I see here is this. When you stand in shame, it's going to be because everything that you've done up until that point when the money collapses was purely disgusting and evil and selfish. And you took that money, and you thought, especially the ones that are in on it, the bankers, you know, I did say this a while back. I feel like there's a small group, and I went back and forth with this, and those who listen, you know what I'm saying. I said that I believe there's a small group of subcontractors that are, well, they're crooked. And then when the top elite see these people and they're doing a horrible job, they're gonna hire new subcontractors. But then I realized, well, wait a minute. The top elite, they're the ones being deceived. They're the ones that they don't even know. They have no idea about this thing. You know? This thing up here and all the miracle signs and wonders was set up by a small group of people that at the time they set it up for, you know, their purposes. Over the past 8 years, especially the past 2, you know, their hearts literally did change. But they can't tell you. If they told you, then it's like it would not work. If they literally said, all right, Robin, fine. The sun's fake, all right? You got us, all right? It's fake. And then, but then it's like, well, why is it? Why would it be fake? Why would you be doing it? Well, because if they put in place the wrong prints over there and wherever they're supposed to put them at, if they do that, knowing that he's a fraud, knowing that he's just a copycat, like a copycat click, if you do that, well, either way, whether this stuff is real or not, either way, hello, either way, God's wrath is still going to come on you, because when that money collapses and the ones that are, they don't truly know that this is going to happen, but they are millionaires, they are billionaires, and they don't really give a shit about you, right? What's going to happen when that money falls to the ground and it's not worth crap, right? What's going to happen with that is, that's when you stand in shame, because you're going to remember all the people, all the things. There's going to be time that goes by, so you can really thoroughly start thinking about what it's like being just scooped up and thrown in prison. Having everything that you wanted, all the freedom, and all of a sudden, just nothing. It all falls down like the London Bridge. So that's what you got to look forward to, money lovers. I've been waiting for this moment all my life, oh Lord. And he never told me anything. Like, he never told me what to do. Maybe because I just don't ask him anything. Like, I don't ask for anything. I'm not asking God for anything. It's more like thanking him for sending my way all the YouTube agents and trolls. You know, some of yous are going to be in that boat. The planted YouTube agents. Some of yous are going to be there because yous love the money. Others, you already know what's going to happen. Yous already know, because it's for the greater good. So the ones that do receive the money for being a YouTube hidden secret agent, man, lady, or trolling people, if you know what's going to happen, and your heart is in the right place where you actually do just want people to learn a lesson, because it's like, that's the part of taking Lucifer that you have in your vessel and then using that to an extent, and then switching back over and then being Christ-like again, because that's what it's like. It's like when you punish your kids, you know, if you have to, because you need them to learn a lesson. You don't want to, but you have to. So when you do that, and it's for the greater good, and you know that people are gonna, I mean, how can they not learn a lesson from money collapsing when it's all just gone, and it's like a fact that it's gone? Then I'm gonna say you guys are in the clear, because after this is all over, and you see how people, how they really are, humbled, I can't wait to see it. Man, it's gonna be so great. Yeah, I mean, if I don't blow up in the terrorist attack over there in Center City around September 8th or so, something like that, because there is a 40-day period. There's a 40-day period after that. There's gonna be a lot of lessons being learned over those 40 days, because there's going to be a lot of proof being shown about what's really going on. And then but that's the time period where people are going to start listening. Now I don't know if YouTube will be up still. I kind of have a feeling it's going all the way to October like 18th or October 21st. Like, it's going all the way to the very end. And then there's like, see, I thought there was 3.5 days at the end, but the 3.5 days is more, somewhere more like where the Christ is supposed to die and then raise back up, or the two witnesses, or I'm still a little confused with that, if it's two witnesses or if it's Christ himself. Because then you gotta go back to the way it happened before. Christ disappeared for 3 days, and then he came back for 40 days, and then he ascended up into, him and Mary moved along, and they had their kids, and they went and lived their life privately for the rest of their life. Or he just ascended up in heaven and disappeared out of the sight of everybody. Because, I mean, do you expect him to sit there and teach everybody for the rest of his life? I think he did his part. Those 3.5 years, he did his part. And then it's like the 3.5 years was telling everybody everything that's going on and whatever, and the people coming against him. And then the last 40 days was more like the proof. He said that this was going to happen, and then it did. And then those that heard and then seen afterwards, they believed. So that's the whole point of these days. The same thing happened. So what's going to happen to Jonathan Kleck on 9/8, 9/11-ish? Because he's the angel of the Church of Philadelphia. I mean, he's the, all right? He's the angel. He's the messenger. God is talking to him, you know? I mean, not God, the Lord is talking to him. I don't know, maybe he might come down here. Maybe he might have a trip. He might be saying to Michael that they might plan this whole thing going to Philadelphia, right? Say they're going there, and then because the bomb is supposed to be dropped on Philadelphia, the bombs, yep, it's the bombs. If I have time, I'll play a clip of this other guy that I don't even know who he is. I just have a saved timestamp. He was explaining the Philadelphia shooting with the fake blood on the cops. And he said he's going to blow this, like he's looking at the screen, he's going to blow it up a little bit, and he's going to blow it up, and he's going to blow it up. So he said he's going to blow it up 3 times. I forgot the name of it. He's a planted YouTube agent. They all keep talking about this blowing up stuff. Those 3 events in a row. I have a feeling Jonathan Kleck, or whoever's truly going to be that Messiah figure, is going to go to the ground zero. All right, they're going to go to ground zero, and because that happens there, and then the fake news media is going to tell you that it was blown up or whatever, and then after that, Kleck gets back on the air after 3 days, and who knows, something like that. But I kind of sense that that's the case. It's definitely right here in Philly. Forget about New York. It's not going to happen the second time over there. The second pet goat 2 is right here in Philadelphia, right where it all began, because that's where it's all going to end, and then it's where it's all going to begin all over again. So if you love money and you took that money to lie to people and to deceive them, and it's not for the greater good, and you're not trying to teach somebody a lesson, you are screwed.